ago, you might remember I dropped off the Ferrari because it was going for its annual inspection. Anyway, I'm just picking it up. It also had a problem with the hood, so I'm just picking it up now. It's been like about a week and a half. Sorry, I got interrupted earlier because I bumped into the Ferrari mechanic, and he was telling me what he's done with the car, and basically he's fixed the hood, which was a switch that was faulty in the hood and why it wasn't going up and down properly. I think some people think that I'm a bit negative sometimes in my videos, especially when I talk about the Ferrari, and it's not that I'm negative, it's just that I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to give an honest review of what it's like to own and live with a car like this. It's not all fun. You know, there's a lot of moments when you just think, oh, really? Not again? Something going wrong? And, you know, I bought the car to use it, so when I can't use it, I get a bit frustrated and a bit annoyed, to be honest. And so when I haven't got the car and I'm not enjoying it, I really miss it, but then I also get incredibly frustrated because it's like, oh, seriously, again, I can't use it. Because obviously we have really good weather here normally, so it's not a weather issue, although this weekend, ironically, I got the car back and this weekend it's going to piss it down, so. But I'm not trying to be negative about the car or anything, it's just that, you know, things go wrong. There's a 13-year-old Italian car, so, you know, things do go wrong, and I expect them to go wrong. And when I bought the car, I wasn't naive enough to think that things weren't going to go wrong. I didn't buy this car as an investment. I bought it because since I can remember, I loved cars, and you know, the thought of owning a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, anything like that, was just so far away from my life. And you know, when I got there, and when I bought this car, you know, my friend said to me, he's owned several Ferraris. He doesn't own one anymore. He said, the two best days of your life when you buy a Ferrari are when the day you pick it up and the day you sell it, because everything in between is a lot of grief. And that's not strictly true, obviously, because there's a lot of pleasure to be had from it, but it does come with an amount of grief. And so this morning is a really good example. So this morning I had to drop the kids off at school, I had to go back home, a friend was supposed to bring me to pick up the car, he couldn't come and get me, I had to leave my car, get a taxi, come over, it's not cheap, it's about a half hour away. So it's just hassle, you know, it's by time. So now it's like, what is this, like 10:30 by the time I've left getting the car. You know, I've got a busy day ahead anyway already. So this isn't me being negative, it really isn't. This is what it's like having a Ferrari. I think I've just been a bit unlucky over the past 3 or 4 months. So a lot of the time it's been there instead of at my house or me driving it. And so at those moments I start thinking all sorts of stuff in my head. You know, should I keep this car? Should I swap it for something more reliable? You know, if I wanted something reliable, I could have bought an Audi R8 or something. But I didn't want an Audi R8. Just don't like Audis, you know? And I don't mind it. I knew buying the car that it wasn't going to be plain sailing. In fact, it's all part of the ownership experience. But like I always do, I like to share my thinking, my feelings and stuff. So, I mean, if anybody really cares. But if you're watching the video, you probably want some idea of what an owner goes through. But my current thinking is, you know, when I didn't have the car, for example, I was thinking of swapping it for a 4-seater, maybe like a Maserati Gran Turismo or something. So anyway, I'm going through a bit of a turmoil at the moment, and it sounds, you know, this is obviously a first world problem, but I worked really hard to get to a point where I could afford to buy and run a car like this, and then sort of get in and you're like, there's a few issues. I can't seem to enjoy it as much as I hoped. So there you have it. I mean, it is hassle sometimes. I know a lot of owners just do their own work on the car, but there's certain things you just can't do. Like when the hood wasn't working properly, how on earth was I going to tell which sensor wasn't working properly? It's very tough. The thing is that no matter how frustrated I get with this car, no matter how many times I take it to the dealer, no matter how many times the stereo doesn't bloody switch off or the hood doesn't close properly, as soon as the engine starts and I hear that exhaust and I get in and I drive it, All is forgiven. This car seems to go for confession once a week, and it always gets forgiven. All is forgiven, my friends. All is forgiven. That was my video for today. I was going to end the vlog earlier, but actually by the time I got home I realised that I haven't quite finished really, because the day I complicated it for myself, because in order to get a taxi this morning I left my car in the town, which is down the hill, but it's a big hill, so it's quite far away, but you can't really walk to it, which means now for me to get to my office I'm going to have to take the bike. Finally here. Time to start work. See you next time. I'm dribbling and everything. Yes. Gotta go and get the Ford from the town. Hopefully catch you next week now. Gotta go up a big hill. Oh my god. Ergo fit, my arse. That was sore. And I need to get the bike in here somehow. It's not going to fit. Had to take the wheel off to make it fit in the end, but it looks like it'll fit. That's definitely the end of the video now. Finally got the bike in the back of the car. You can see it fits with taking the front wheel off. And well, it's been quite a long day, and all of this just to pick up the Ferrari today, and my friend not being able to come and help me. Catch you next time. Next one hopefully will be slightly more planned than this one. This one was just a bit haphazard. So anyway, hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you very soon.